So Bitcoin is coming back up. We've seen a bit of a pullback recently, a bit of a freak out in the market. Today is Wednesday, time of recording this video. Bitcoin went as low as 91,000 USA dollars and now it's back at 95,000 USA dollars. And the question remains, what will happen now next for Pepe? We're going to talk about also the state of the memecoin space and what's going on with memecoins. As now today, we're seeing a bit of a move from Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, Pepe, but most of our meme coins are not really doing much recently. So stick around because this is very important if you really want to make the right decisions right now when it comes to meme coins and when it comes to cryptocurrencies, as we're headed towards a very bullish cycle right now. Now you're seeing Bitcoin recently showing a pullback recently, and this pullback was more significant as it got rejected from a level that everybody was waiting for, which is that $100,000 for Bitcoin. So it got rejected from that 99,690 on Bybit futures, and most of the exchanges it's around 99,600, 99,700, which was a bit of concern because a lot of people were calling for it's gonna front run the 100,000. We're never gonna see the 100,000, and the pullback was more of draining pullback where people got more emotionally attached to that pullback than the other one, than the other previous one. But nonetheless, Bitcoin is still bullish. We do have a bullish structure still ongoing. Nothing really bad happened here other than just people freaking out. So you can see like along this way here, along this uptrend, we've seen some pullbacks on Bitcoin. Literally, we've seen many pullbacks. This is the 4-hour chart. We've seen many pullbacks. So I do think now Bitcoin is going back up to retest that 100,000. But the most important is that personally, it is time to forget about Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin can do its thing right now here and start ranging between 85 and 90 and 100K, and pretty much the market wouldn't really care. By that I mean the altcoins wouldn't really care because altcoins really now do well when Bitcoin is ranging. So Bitcoin could just go back here, come back here, do that, and then come back here, and do all kind of moves here, and it won't matter because of the Bitcoin dominance. And altcoins actually really prefer when Bitcoin is just going sideways or doing this kind of move. As you can see now, the Bitcoin dominance is actually pulling back right now, is at 58%, a massive pullback. Now it still hasn't really broken any major levels still, which this for the new people, Bitcoin dominance is what tells us if we are really starting that massive altcoin season and to brace for impact, right? So basically what you really want to do is once it starts to top, this is when we really want to get allocated to the market to start DCAing into those cryptocurrency altcoins and meme coins and whatnot before actually it starts dropping, because this is pretty much when things are gonna start to moon harder, when this is gonna start to go down. So for now it hasn't really broken anything yet and it's pulling back, which means now this Bitcoin move that we're seeing, this up and down on Bitcoin, these Bitcoin swings right now are very healthy for altcoins. So this brings us to Pepe and what happens to it, right? Since a lot of people now, since it pumped, a lot of people were searching for it. Now if you go on YouTube and you type for Pepe coin, the last like 4 days ago, 5 days ago, when it pumped, number of views skyrocketed. Everybody started looking for Pepe, and I made a video and I was like, you know what guys, it is time for a pullback on Pepe because you now are looking for it. And there are a lot of nuances in the market, and the market is funny because the majority of people lose money because they buy in when the pumps are here, or they get interested when we pump and they ignore the market when the market is going down. And we need to reverse that as much as possible. So if you're new to this channel and you're thinking what this guy is talking about, now we got into Pepe when actually it was at its worst time ever. That's when we bought it. That's when we started DCAing. That's when I personally got heavy into Pepe, and it was here. And you know what happened right here, guys, is there were bad news against it, right? There were people saying the team is selling. Now some part of the team started selling here. That's what's caused this kind of dump, and the market cap was around $200 million in its market cap. That was in fact the best time to buy Pepe. And once it pumped here, views on YouTube out for the search term Pepe coin skyrocketed here. Pepe coin reversed exactly that. Now here it did not do that because here Bitcoin was already pulling back. Only few meme coins were outperforming Pepe and outperforming Bitcoin, and Pepe was one of them. Breton ETH as well was outperforming Bitcoin around this time, but also the market sentiment was around the greatest around this time. Also people did not really look into it that much, but nonetheless we did have a pullback on Pepe back then. But here everybody started getting interested, and now it is pulling back, right? It is pulling back. It is very normal to see that. So you want to really change that mindset if you are part of those that look for pumps and start searching when things are doing good. So now it's pulling back. And if we come back to that 4-hour chart and look at Pepe, and you remember, guys, what we were looking at is that Pepe bouncing off its previous all-time high here. So it almost got there. It got front run by like tiny amount. It depends on the exchange, but here it got really front run. It really did front run that previous all-time high, and then we've seen a bounce here. Now it's bouncing as well with Bitcoin, but not only that, the ETH is pumping. So I'm gonna get to ETH and what ETH is actually now doing and why is it helping these meme coins on ETH. And something that I've been talking about is the ETH chart. Now Pepe coin is on ETH. Now Pepe is on ETH. We got also our bread on ETH right now. That is also in the same narrative as Pepe. Most of the meme coins that are on ETH do very well when ETH is pumping. Most of the meme coins that are on ETH will outperform as soon as ETH starts to show some strength. Now, if you are on Twitter, you can follow me, link in the description, by the way. But if you're on Twitter and you're scrolling, you'll possibly see now that the sentiment towards ETH is very bearish. A lot of people don't like ETH right now. A lot of the sentiment is not there, right? Which means it's the best time to be looking at ETH when it comes to that market psychology. It's the same way with Pepe. When Pepe was at the low, nobody cared about it, but as soon as it pumped, everybody started searching for it. So it works in reverse as well. When everybody hates an asset, that's the best time to be looking at that asset. Now, obviously, we're not looking at buying ETH because that's not really the type of gains you're looking at if you are into meme coins. But ETH is the ecosystem where our meme coins survive or live and thrive. And now here, what you're really looking at is, now we don't want to jinx it, but it's looking pretty strong. Now ETH is at 3,500, and this is the weekly candle. And we got maybe a few days now until Friday. Now, usually the weekend, not much happens, but we do really want to see this candle closing like that, which means next week we're going to see the breakout. If that happens, hopefully it's looking pretty much like it might happen, because you see now when Bitcoin pulled back, ETH as well pulled back, but not as much. So ETH is showing more strength right now as Bitcoin dominance as well is dropping. So that all tells us that right now ETH might see its time to shine. ETH might start pumping. So the next target for it, basically, if it breaks out, is this 4,000 target, which is this previous high. But personally, I do think as soon as we break out and we start to see strength from ETH, we're gonna see ETH starting to trend higher and going towards its previous all-time high, which is around 4,800. But not only that, if you were here in 2021, you remember probably how strong ETH was. ETH was one of the strongest altcoins. It was just going up. Even when there were heavy pullbacks in the market, ETH was just going up. Like especially here and around the end of 2021, many altcoins were not moving as strong as ETH. ETH was just like grinding higher and higher with no pullbacks. So as soon as ETH breaks out, usually we do see those massive pullbacks. Now this is also part of why Pepe is moving up. So if for those that do not know, Pepe is a coin or a meme coin that is on ETH, which means when the ETH price goes up, it drags with it and pulls up with it meme coins on ETH or coins that are on ETH, but because they are linked or paired with it. Like when you see Pepe USD, this is the price of Pepe against USD, but most of them when they get launched, they are pegged with ETH. Pepe pegged with ETH, the price per ETH. So the price per ETH, when ETH goes up, the price as well for Pepe goes up as well. Bread ETH goes up. So that's why we're looking at it. And what I'm thinking is this is gonna start a massive bullish meme coin season on the ETH ecosystem, because this is something that we haven't seen the hype build up towards yet. We've seen this playing out on Solana mainly. And if you look at Solana chart, you've probably seen this on the previous video. Solana chart has already done what ETH is about to do, as you can see now. So this is the breakout part. Solana already touched its all-time high and now pulled back, but you can see these are the weekly candles, by the way, guys. You can see massive outperformance. Now let's add actually ETH so we see what's going on. So these are the weekly candles. Down below here is ETH, and up top here is Solana. You can see Solana is rejected from its all-time high as people are playing the catch-up trade on ETH right now, as ETH is still doing this, right? ETH is still here in this part. So you can see that Solana on the weekly is still pulling back while ETH is about to break out. So this is the catch-up trade. This means we're gonna have a strong ETH season, as this whole time we just had a Solana season. And when it comes to that sentiment as well, sentiment is very negative when it comes to ETH, and a lot of people are sleeping on ETH memes, right? Especially on those low cap memes that I shared with you, like Brett on ETH and others. Like if we go to most meme coins on ETH are kind of struggling. Like you got your first near on ETH, which by the way I called around $2 million in its market cap on my Discord, link in the description. It's free to join. You can see that meme coins on ETH haven't really been doing the greatest recently. We got also the other Pepe coin, the OG, and SPX. They are not really moving that much. You also got your Turbo, where it's at. Turbo as well, it's not doing great. And the reason is because people are too distracted right now with Solana meme coins, and they are not watching this. And you know me, guys, I like to be early. I like to front run people before they find out what's going on. So most of them don't know about this now, right? Most of them are not watching this. That's why I'm sharing with you this alpha here. So don't forget to leave a like. But what you're seeing here is a true rotation that is playing out right now. Now, we don't want to jinx it, but still got a week to go. If you see that ETH is breaking out while Solana is kind of pulling back from its previous all-time high. Let me put that Solana here. So you can see clearly that Solana is pulling back from its previous all-time high. Let's go to the weekly. Now, you see clearly that Solana is pulling back from its previous all-time high. Weekly is red on Solana. Weekly is green on ETH. And I told you this like just a few days ago, guys, that this will play out, and we'll start to see this as whales mainly, and big players, hedge funds and stuff like that. They will start taking profits on Solana and rotating back to ETH. It makes sense, right? If I am a whale and I'm trying to play these trades mainly on spot, right? And I have millions of dollars, and I played the Solana trade and I made a 50% or 2x on my big stacks. And I see that Solana is at previous all-time high, and we know how retail freaks out when things are at all-time high. So it is best time to be getting out of Solana and get into the next thing that is also a strong blockchain like ETH that hasn't really touched its previous all-time high yet. And it's still got like around 37%, 38% to get there. That's a lot of money for position size that is in the millions of dollars. That's also, that means millions of dollars of gains when you see this kind of play here. That's 36%. That's for each $1 million, that's $360,000, right? That's a lot of money when you think about it, when for large amount of money, for people that hold large amount of money, and those are called the smart money as well, or whales. They do play it that way. That's why I've foreseen this playing out. So we're seeing it kind of playing out right now with Solana pulling back red in the weekly while ETH is kind of green, kind of trying to do that. So we do have until Friday to see this playing out, especially to see that weekly candle on ETH closing green and bullish like that. And as soon as this is gonna play out, the most important for us here, guys, right? We're not playing the ETH trade, right? Unless it's leverage trading or whatnot. But what we're looking for is, because of the sentiment recently and everybody is disregarding meme coins on ETH and disregarding the ETH ecosystem and all that, as soon as people are gonna miss the ETH trade and the God candle on ETH, they are gonna look into the ETH ecosystem to catch up on it, because also this means a lot of money is flowing into the ETH ecosystem, which is gonna start that ETH meme coin season. So that's what you really are looking for right now, this major money rotation that is about to happen right now, which benefits all meme coins on ETH basically, including Pepe here, which is now could actually start moving first. Then we're gonna start to see other meme coins on ETH moving, which also comes to that money rotation as soon as people are gonna start taking profits from their Pepe bags and Floki bags, which also is on ETH, and we're gonna start to see others moving. Then we get all our low cap memes on ETH, like bread on ETH, and those are gonna benefit immensely with ETH price moving up. That's why we're looking at it. So for everybody holding, this is actually very bullish for holders of meme coins on ETH like Pepe and others. So that's about it here, guys, today. This is what's up. This is what's next. I'm thinking now, this is what I'm looking at. These are the trades. This is what I'm thinking is gonna play out soon. Now I'm as well gonna be sharing, a lot of people are asking me about top meme coins on ETH that I'm looking at recently. I'm gonna make a video on that soon. I'm also gonna share some educational videos on how to spot these meme coins early, like I've done multiple times right now, and how to actually play the meme coin game, because I see a lot of people making a lot of mistakes, and especially the videos that go viral on YouTube right now when it comes to trading meme coins are the guys doing one soul challenges. I'm gonna trade one soul to true soul and stuff like that, and looking at photon and looking at deck screener and things that actually get people wrecked, and trying to buy first launched, day one launched meme coins and stuff like that. Those things don't work. And if you really want to make millions from meme coins, which is really possible, you do really want to look for meme coins for the long-term meme coins, not the day one meme coins and meme coins that just launched the same day, or trying to flip one soul to two soul. Now, if you are that type of guy, you're trying to gamble and trying to make it good luck to you, but that's not how actually the real money is made. And the real money is made by actually being early into real strong meme coins and watching them fly over time, over some few months, and that's how actually people make it. Anyways, this type of video also is coming, so don't forget to subscribe and as well leave a like to support the channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.